Hey there, Papa Greg. Are you ready? Are we already live?
We're about to be live now. Now we're live. I think we're live. Okay. And this is it. So you're going to see yourself delayed. Obviously, you know this. You've done the Twitch thing. But obviously, my special guest is my wife. Lisa is here with us. And you can typically find her on Twitch at Shifty Studio. That's your name, right? That would be really bad if I got your name wrong.
Shifty Studio, YT.
If it's a little loud or a little quiet, I'm sure it's probably on the quiet side. For some reason, the mic that we usually have running into the camera doesn't work when we stream to the capture card. So we are having to use the soundboard with our B1, and it's kind of off to the side here. I didn't put it in the best position. So it's probably favoring my voice a bit more, which means you'll have to speak up just a little bit.
All right, I will do that.
Okay.
Hi, guys.
Yeah, all right.
Can I say hello to our son? I saw we have a son in chat.
We have a son. Someone said, "Hey, Dad, Mom."
Yeah. Hello, Papa Greg.
Oh, Bob Thunder said, "Guten Nacht."
Gute Nacht. Yeah, hi.
I'm gonna get serious very soon with regards to my German. I feel bad because I can't communicate with much of her family at all. Like your sister speaks good English, and her husband does, and
she tries.
Really about it. Yeah.
He tries.
I mean, they're so much better than I am with German, and they're a lot better English speakers than your mom is. So it's it's good to be able to communicate with some of them, but your mom is obviously really important, and so being just solely an English speaker, it really sucks when I'm over there. So
well, it's really cute if you try to speak with her Spanish.
Yeah, my Spanish is super broken.
I think my mom speaks better Spanish than you do.
It's so bad. That's my heritage, so I'm supposed to know how to speak it, but it's just my dad never used it very much growing up, and so I was never taught it at home. So the extent to which I know Spanish was 10th grade Spanish class, and then I took a college Spanish class in high school, and that was pretty disastrous, but
it's okay.
It's about the extent of it. Someone said say something in Spanish. Hola, ¿cómo estás? Huh? Yeah, I feel like it's Spaniard. Proper Spaniard. Yeah. You have a Spanish last name too. You know that?
My last name? No, it's Italian.
No.
Oh no, now I have I forgot I have a new last name.
What is this? What is this? Tech Pro
I'm married, I forgot.
He says, "Can I have a shout out?" Tech Pro there. Oh, I see Snazzy left. What's going on, Snazzy Quinn? Good to see you out there, my dude. I was seeing. I watched part of one of your live streams with respect to the MacBook Air and the 12-inch MacBook. Actually, I wanted to tell you. So when I went and bought all those Apple products originally in one of my first Apple videos, that the 12-inch MacBook was the first one that I bought, and I ended up giving that to my sister for Christmas, which. That's probably the most expensive thing I've ever gotten any of my siblings ever. Technically, so nice. I mean, it was a used MacBook at the time. I had used it for about a year. But I wanted to move back to, I don't know if I had I didn't have the MacBook Pro then. I think I went to an XPS 13, or I was I tried a Yoga 910 and XPS. I was kind of with Windows again. And then I switched back to MacBook Pro because I really liked Final Cut Pro. And that's what, she's used Mac her whole life, so, laptop wise, she's used MacBook, so now I'm giving her my MacBook Pro, which is sitting over there. It's been in the box, nobody's used it yet.
It's like proposing again to me, you know that?
So she has, oh my god, Bazinga.
Oh, Bazinga.
Bazinga is always doing
Take
that.
out dinner on me. Oh.
Bazinga, that $100 super chat, my dude. I'm pretty sure YouTube's gonna keep that up there the whole time.
Good that I saw that now. Now you're gonna have to take me out for dinner.
Yeah, dang, you're supposed to do this on the DL, dude. Now she's gonna make me take her out to a proper $100 dinner.
Oh yeah.
We never eat
I'm
out.
gonna have dessert.
We never eat out. We never do anything like that. So that's very, very appreciated. That's way more than, oh my gosh.
Thank you a lot.
And he's asking where Pepsi is, and
Pepsi.
We just got bed furniture, so I'm pretty sure she's sleeping under the bed. Our bedroom is smaller than this room, which is the office. It's only a 2-bedroom apartment. So, and that one's the master, which for some stupid reason the master is smaller than the other bedroom.
That's okay. You have a better office then.
Yeah, so there's a little more space in here, and like this is like where it's where I make money, so it's kind of important that I have space for that. But we just got a bunch of furniture for our bedroom finally, because we've been sleeping on a box spring and mattress for a long time without any proper like dressers or anything. And so now that we have all that in there, she's been sleeping under the bed because it's like her little fortress. She used to sleep on the little cat tree I bought her. Like it's a pretty tall cat tree actually, about 6-7 feet.
She likes to hang out with us.
Yeah.
That's okay.
Yeah, I don't know where she is at the moment, but she's somewhere soon, or somewhere close. Pepsi girl, Pepsi. Pepsi girl. Usually if you just tell her you got chicken, she'll run in here.
Yeah.
But I don't want to do that because then I got to get up and actually give her chicken, or she'll get
dinner.
She'll get pretty upset. Yeah, she loves chicken. I don't know. Kofasa says you and your wife, or no, he says your wife should build a PC. She actually, Kofasa, built a PC a while back in the Fantex P350X. That video is on the channel, so you can go back and watch that if you want. But she'll also be building one here very soon. In the Be Quiet Dark Base 801. Dark Base 801? Yeah, pretty sure that's right. It's sitting right outside. And so we're going to be doing kind of like a sponsored thing with Be Quiet for that video. But we have like a really cool black and orange scheme. Obviously, if you go Be Quiet, you have to do black and orange to some extent. So
orange is nice.
And we work closely with Gigabyte on this one. So the card, like the graphics card, we're going to turn that vertical. And that's like a black shroud with orange accents. We have black and orange RAM. Like I think it'll look really good. The only thing is I only have black cables. I don't have black and orange cables. So. But she's going to be totally hands-on with this one. I'm not going to tell her anything, and she's just going to do it, and then I'll kind of critique it.
Oh, yeah, he wants to judge my cable management. I'm going to be so bad. I try so hard. I will try my best.
Yeah, and you do well. I mean, she probably built her first like legit gaming PC before I ever built my first one. So, because she was gaming,
Yeah.
She was a gamer girl.
At one point, I wanted to have a PC. I couldn't afford a much expensive one, so I had to build it myself, right?
Ethan Hinkle says, Lisa, is Greg...
Oh, no, don't say that. Don't say that. Don't say beep.
Oh, I know that word.
No, you know?
Yeah.
No,
I see that,
he's
Ethan.
not.
I see that, Ethan.
He's not.
I feel like behind closed doors she'd probably tell you that I am, but I'm not.
If he eats my candy.
I can be pretty uptight. Like, I can be like, I'm not stressed out, but like, I take things really seriously sometimes and I shouldn't. Like, that's like, I guess the extent of that. But,
You see what Bazinga's writing over there?
Hey, Lisa, I noticed the room is much cleaner whenever you were there.
That's true.
Dude,
That's true. I clean every day.
I tried. Yeah, but you don't really clean this room.
Thanks that someone noticed.
You don't really clean this room. You don't come in here very much.
No, I come here with the vacuum cleaner.
Oh yeah, the vacuum. She vacuums the floor. Yeah, but nobody sees the floor. They can't see the floor.
With the dust filter.
She does dust. Yeah, she dusts everything. I never dust. Like to me, that's just a waste. Like you're gonna dust and then it's gonna show back up like a week later, and it's just.
Yeah, that's why you have to do that. It stinks.
There's not like a dust repellent.
You want to build a dust?
There's like a
dust room?
Like a dust repellent, like something you can spray on a surface so the dust doesn't accumulate.
No.
Like some slippery like spray.
No. Maybe you come with an air blower and then you blow it away.
Why haven't we invented that yet? Slippery dust spray.
That would make so much money. We should do that.
Yeah, but I don't know how to do that. So.
No, yeah, I don't know. I have something in mind, but we have to talk this off camera.
Okay. Oh, yeah. We don't want y'all stealing our ideas.
Yeah, I am.
Let's see here. JR Captain, a $5 super chat. My dude, happy to see you two in the same room. Congrats. Thank you very much for that.
Yeah, we don't hang out much in the same room.
I had to drag her in here. She's like, I didn't want to do. I'm like, you go live. Hey, there's Pepsi girl. Pepsi.
Yeah, it was literally falling asleep on the couch. I was, oh, no.
Let's see. If she'll...
Probably looking super tired. I'm sorry.
The family's all here.
Oh, Pepsi girl.
She's gonna bite something and the live stream's gonna crash. So if something...
Yeah, she's stopped clawing everything, but now she found her teeth.
She still claws stuff. I mean, she claws my arm like it's a tree. Good. So, I mean, there's that.
Hey, baby.
What's up,
say hello.
What's up, baby girl? Hey, baby girl.
Yeah. Oh.
Hey, baby girl. She gets a little lonely when she realizes both of us are in the same room. She'll just fall asleep. She's gonna eat that paper. Okay, there it goes.
Yeah, now she has a tie. It's okay.
Okay, well, anyway, yeah. Someone, let's see, scrolling down here. Bazinga says, let me give you some advice. Arguing with a woman is like reading a software license agreement. In the end, you just have to ignore everything and click agree.
Yeah, finally. Bazinga, you're so right.
Oh, jeez.
If you only would do that.
I can tell Bazinga's experience.
Yeah, Bazinga knows how it works.
That's wise. That's very wise advice. I appreciate that, Bazinga. Let's see. Mac Drew 421. Hey guys, watching from Smoky, California. Yeah, they've had the wildfires. Remember, we watched. Well, I watch the news pretty much every day, and yeah, the wildfires are like 70-something people have already died from the fires, and there's more than one.
Yeah.
So
it's crazy what's going on this year. I don't know. Everywhere is happening so much stuff.
Yeah, like our city's still wrecked, like and it's from the hurricane, and it takes like the thing is like the news will cover it. I don't know what the heck are you doing. Like the news will cover it, while it's happening or like right after it happens, and then that's it. Then they leave. And people don't realize that these cities, sometimes entire counties or sections of states, are completely devastated for months or years after that. And it takes a long time think about how long it takes to build a city from the ground up. And some places, especially ones that are scorched just by fire, completely flooded over, they have to literally start from the ground up again. And a lot of people just leave. So then you have the issue of whether or not you have enough people in the workforce to rebuild, especially like the small business sector of the city. So that's something that we'll have to see play out here. Our lease here is for a year, so we'll be here at least until next October-ish. And like we're on the good side of town in the sense that we weren't hit too hard. But over on the other side of town, right, where my parents live, like their house was gone, and about 50% of houses over there are pretty much destroyed. You have to be gutted, and same thing for businesses. So it's just a really kind of mind-blowing thing.
Yeah, let me tell you, it's so much different. I saw it first on the news. I wasn't here when it actually happened, and then I came here, and it's so much worse really to experience it, to see everything. And you see also, you talk to the people and you see how depressed they get. It's really worse than it could ever show us in the news.
Yeah. When you see like trees like bent over, like trees just like you can hit a tree with a semi truck and that tree ain't going anywhere. But like you hit it with 160 plus mile an hour winds for over an hour, and it's just those things are like there's almost every tree. I think they showed satellite images of like the track of the hurricane inland, and like it's all like that part of the state is like completely discolored because all the trees are just knocked down. And so when you can see it from space, like obviously, and you can tell, like it's really weird when you cross the bridge, which separates both sides of this city, Panama City Beach from Panama City. It's just like a night and day difference, and that's how tight the wind tunnel was, right, for that hurricane. Like the winds that got up to 150 or 160 miles an hour were all packed within like a 5 or 10 mile radius of the eye wall, and they're the ones who really, really took a hit. But yeah, so to the reference about the campfire and the other fires right now in California, hope you stay safe, my dude. And it sucks. I mean, I've seen through my parents' eyes how bad it can be to lose a house, just as something you can't control. So that, I mean, and a fire is arguably worse because, I mean, a fire literally destroys everything, right?
Yeah.
Like you can't like, you have time maybe to get stuff out. I mean, it depends if the wind shift and everything. I've never really been in a fire zone, but I mean, everything that's left in the house, if it gets touched by the fire, for sure is gone. So hopefully insurance is going to do its job and make up for it. I mean, it's hard
Insurance can make up for it, but like if you think about the small things like keeping pictures and stuff, that's gone. And like for so many families, there's so many memories just burned.
Yeah. Yeah, so anyway, shifting to a slightly lighter tone again. Hope you guys stay safe, those of you who live in those areas. Let's see, Coalition Gaming, $2 super chat says, y'all are awesome. She'll always smash you at CSGO though. My dude, why'd you have to go there? Why'd you have to make it personal like that? Like, this is the one place in life where I openly accept defeat, right? And
in cooking? Okay. And cleaning?
Okay, all right, well.
And maybe now in PC building, we will see.
Well, we're not gonna push the limit here, but Coalition, that really hurt, man. That cut deep. But you gave us $2, so I'm kind of torn here. Oh gosh. All right, we have Isaac Legacy, $2 Canadian, dropped R7 1700 fixed pins, now glitch, can't overclock 3.8. Oh, that's weird. Maybe some improper contact. I would double check all the pins just to make sure. It also seems very strange that you dropping, I mean, you might have dislodged some part of the chip or warped a part of the die. For it to limit you to 3.8, maybe there's some power limitation there. I'm not sure, but that's really strange. I mean, it's better than not having a chip at all, right? But I've never experienced that firsthand, so I'm not too sure why on earth. Um, why on earth it's locking you to 3.8? That's really strange. Can you run? It's a 1700, so I guess you can't really run XMP. But try like game mode. Try seeing if the chip itself will, like AMD has that cool and quiet mode. Like try disabling that and just getting the BIOS itself to kind of ramp up frequency. That would be the path I would take. Okay, let's see here. John Paul Bacon, if you were to suggest an MSRP for the RX 590 cards, what would it be? Okay, interesting, because I had no idea that the RX 590 was even launching. That was one of the random events that AMD never said anything to us about. And they did such a great job at like keeping it on the DL that I didn't even know about it. And I talked to, I've pretty much come into contact with most of the tech tubers out there, and if I need to send a message to somebody, typically I can if they're following me back. And I never knew anything about it. So that's how like under wraps this was, which is kind of strange because it means RX 590, so it's not like it's not something that is like this hugely new architecture that's gonna make leaps and bounds for the graphics card industry at AMD for the Radeon division, but I will also say this, because I didn't get to test the card, I never actually was interested in seeing how the card performed. So what I'll have to do is, first off, watch some of the videos, and if I decide that card is actually worth buying, then I'll have to go out and buy my own card. People would be surprised how much we actually still have to buy around here, despite having access to all these companies. I mean, I get it. Like, it's a business thing. You can't hold it against the companies for not sending review products to everybody out there. So sometimes you got to just bite the bullet and buy your own products to review. And that's one of the things I've talked about in one of my earlier how to start a YouTube channel reviews videos about, tech YouTube channels and stuff. So, yeah. Let's see. Des Jones. What up, fellow Floridian? What's up? Got your Black Friday list ready? Do you have a Black Friday list?
No, actually, I don't have one.
Oh, thank God.
Well, I heard there was also some other stuff shopping. Everything is on sale, not only tech stuff.
Okay.
So it's gonna be my first Black Friday. I'm gonna go for shopping with your family, but I have no list, so.
I don't know if I should be happy with that or worried.
I'm gonna bring you something.
Okay, we'll just have to like put together a budget, like a budget limit, right?
Budget.
Yeah, like a cap.
All right.
Yeah. Okay.
I'm not gonna spend money.
She will. I'm sure she will. You'll find something, but usually you spend it on. Like, she's not bad. Like, some people will just like get a credit card and go crazy, but she's really smart, and that's one of the reasons why I love her, because like she knows how to work with money, and she knows like she's sensitive to our budget, and I try my best to show her like, here, babe, this is how much money we're making this month. These are the ads we have coming in, all this stuff. Like, I'm trying to be as transparent as possible with her about that, because I want her to understand when times get kind of tough. Like in February, March tends to be when we don't make as much money, at least from Google AdSense, and that makes sense, right? It's kind of the downward curve from after Christmas and New Year's. So those are usually like the months where the budget's a little tighter. But like the fact that she knows all that stuff, like she knows how much we're making a month and what we can spend our expenses and everything, I think that helps you kind of be your own judge with respect to what we can kind of splurge on. And I'm really frugal though. Like, we don't go out to eat very much. That was something I was going to say earlier. And
no, we go every now and then. Don't say
every
that.
now, well,
and every now and then you take me on a date, so it's nice.
Yeah,
it's
no,
okay.
I know, but I mean, like, we just don't, like, some people will go out to eat like every other day.
No,
you know
we
what
wouldn't do
Like,
that. I like to cook, so I wouldn't want that.
Yeah, oh yeah, and she cooks really well. And like, we spent over $100 on groceries like today, and like for two people, we go through food pretty quick.
We bought a lot.
We
so
did. We bought a lot. It'll
weeks.
last like a week anyway.
It's gonna last 2 weeks.
Yeah. Let's see. Scrolling down. I like talking about this stuff because I don't think a lot of people are transparent about like income and all that. Like, I'm not gonna just come out and say exactly what we make, but like, it's everyone has a budget and you try to live within your means. And the people that don't live within their means, like, you can tell because they're either nervous about everything or they're in trouble and stuff starts disappearing randomly. Okay, scrolling down to, let's see. Oh, there's Bojangles. What's up, Bo? After your lease is up, you can come buy a house near mine, so it isn't as much of a trip to come hang out. I was
Oh
telling you
yeah,
that.
Bo, that would be
Yeah.
nice.
Bo, you know, we had a house that we were gonna look at renting that was like a block from me. I don't know if I told
Was
you
it
that.
close to
Yeah,
Bo?
I told you that. It was like right down the road from
I
me.
don't remember.
Yeah, but I mean, I'm kind of in retrospect, I'm glad that we didn't rent it because like that house got like pretty much destroyed. Like they said,
Oh
like
yeah.
that we know the people who own that house, and
Oh yeah, now I remember.
they had
It was
yeah,
close to Bo.
it
Okay.
sucks because both of their houses, like the house they live in and that house, both got messed
Both.
up
So
bad.
they have nothing. Oh.
Yeah, and they're just like my parents. Like their houses, like like they're.
How Bo is doing.
Yeah.
Fine.
So yeah, Bo's house. He said his house. I mean, his is a newer house, if I'm not mistaken. I mean, it's
Bo,
further
you
back
can
in my
always come
neighborhood.
over and get our Wi-Fi. You don't have to ask. Just come.
Oh boy, yeah. We're gonna shame Bo a little bit. He did do that one time. He's like, "Hey man, can I come use your Wi-Fi?" I was
You
like,
have
"You
to
know what?"
sign.
I was like,
You
"Yeah,
have to sign.
sure."
I'm here for Wi-Fi. You
Oh
can give
yeah,
that Bo.
I do have that sign. That's pretty good actually. I'm here for the Wi-Fi. I want to bring that to Starbucks and just be super cool.
Yeah.
About it. I think people would be
Do
fine.
that.
Let's see. I am Groot says it will be years to rebuild. That is correct. Let's see. M copyright. You were 100% German, no questions about it. I think he's talking about you.
Oh, what? No, I'm Italian actually.
Yeah, she's
well,
Italian,
my
yeah.
both my parents are fully Italian. Just was born in Germany and I grew up in Germany, so yeah, okay, I'm German on the paper, but my blood is Italian.
Yeah, I just call her German. And she's like, I'm actually Italian. I'm like, well, your passport says otherwise, so. Yeah.
It's okay.
She also speaks better German than she does Italian. So.
Well, but I understand everything in Italian and I can speak Italian.
Yeah, but not as good as you can, as well as you can
Not
speak
as good as German, yeah.
Uh-huh.
Well,
Uh-huh.
but better than you Spanish.
Okay, you can make it personal.
Gotcha.
That's cool. Let's see. Scrolling down here. White Carter says Pennsylvania. Only thing you need to worry about is snow, and it gets pretty bad up in there in Pennsylvania. My dad's brother used to live in New York, so yeah, they're used to pretty rough winters. It's just a totally different. Like we get winters down here, and it gets to like the coldest it's ever gotten here in Florida. Like North Florida was that I can remember was like 18 degrees Fahrenheit. So like -5 or -10 Celsius. I don't know what that is in
Well,
Celsius.
that's a lot.
But yeah, it's
That's
really
super
cold.
cold.
Yeah, it would totally snow if there was like moisture in the air.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I mean, it's usually only at night. And you wake up and your windshield's like completely frosted over and stuff, and you got to deal with all that. But up north, it's like those are real winters. Like that's Arctic air coming from Canada most of the time. So totally get it. John Watson asked how the MacBook X Pro is treating you. Would you recommend it? Totally would, John. We're actually using it right now. Again, it's a great like lightweight gamer too. So if you want to play, I would argue like even like World of Warcraft, you could probably play on this
You
machine.
can. I played it on my old Apple.
Yeah. Yeah, you can play so like WoW. You could play Dota 2. Like I've been playing some RuneScape, like the RuneScape 3. I used to only play old school back in the day, but like I just got into RS3. They had double XP weekend and stuff, and I've been playing that on
he had
this.
double XP
Oh, I've
weekend.
been totally.
Bazinga, he wouldn't take me out on
I've been
double XP
totally
weekend.
balling up. I told her straight up. I was like, babe, look.
This
like,
weekend.
This is double XP weekend.
This weekend.
This weekend counts. So like I've skilled so hard, and I'm about to skill again when this live stream's over.
I would need to come and say, hey, can I get attention, please?
I'm gonna go hard in the paint, like hardcore. Oh,
It's
Bob
till
Flanders.
6 a.m.
I think yeah, till 6 a.m. So I'm gonna be staying up really late tonight. Bob Flanders gave us $7.77. That's a good number, Bob. I appreciate that. That's cool. And he sent the little smiley emoji. Bob's good people. Bob, yeah, Bob's been in a lot of the live streams, and he's always talking to us. He's really cool. Let's see. Scrubco Foster says what? Yeah, I was questioning why he did 777, but I think that would have been a little worse, Kofas. Maybe it's a little worse. Let's see. Kofas says 2016 high-end phone or 2018 mid-range phone for performance and camera. Gosh, I would only recommend used stuff, to be honest. I mean, like I like the Motorola phones, like the G. What are we on, the G5 from Motorola now? I think is what it is. I use the original Motorola or Moto G, and I like that phone back in like 2013, whenever that came out.
Yeah. The first Motorola was nice.
Yeah, I mean, like, do you want like a mid-size phone, or you want like a large phone? It kind of depends. Like, phones aren't like particularly my area of expertise, but I have had a lot of phones in the past. I used to buy and sell them like all the time in high school. That was kind of how I cycled through phones because I like changing out, testing new ones. But yeah, the newer stuff, like I've been rocking the Pixel 3. I know that's probably out of your price range. It's pretty expensive. Phones are getting really expensive now. But just kind of like a lightweight kind of mid-range phone for 2018, I would say Like especially for Black Friday, check the deals on Amazon for sure. I'm assuming you live in the States. I'm pretty sure you do, Kofas. I'm not actually. I don't know now. Some of you I know that live in the States, especially you guys on Discord. Anyway, speaking of Discord, the Discord is linked in the chat or in the description below, and that is a public Discord. You don't have to pay us anything or whatever, subscribe to whatever to join it. It's totally public, and that's shared between myself and Brian over at Techie City, and we're both kind of popping in there from time to time. We talk, we'll play games with some people in there and stuff. So it's a really cool little way to communicate with us outside of the YouTube sphere, outside of just social media in general. Tech Crimson, you know Tech Crimson.
Aww.
Lisa is looking good as always. Hashtag my mom. Does that mean I'm the dad? I think I'm dad, right?
Oh yeah, you are.
Yes.
You forgot about that?
Yeah.
He wanted to adopt,
sure.
that we adopt him.
Oh yeah, he did say that.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, but
Yeah,
like,
we have to
Isn't he
pop
like
some PUBG
isn't
again.
he like 20 though?
Yeah, it would be awkward.
Can you,
to be honest.
I don't think you can adopt people who are like
He just wanted to be
independent.
adopted.
Or like, yeah, I think
It's
past the
okay.
age of 18, like you can't even. Well, I don't know. Maybe you
No,
can be adopted.
I
Well,
was looking that up once.
The legal term is like not adopted. I think
But
if you're
it's
outside
not
of-
worth. Yeah, if you are
Like you can be
full
a,
adult, it's not.
Yeah.
It's not necessary anymore. I think then
Yeah.
they won't do it.
but you can be like in someone's will or whatever. Like you can be in someone's will for their inheritance and stuff.
But it
like,
will never be treated
kinda
like
the
an
same
actual real son.
Yeah,
Mm,
yeah.
I don't know.
I think it matters more when you're like younger. So you need to get a time machine, basically, Tech Crimson. I am Groot asks, have you received or are you receiving a Corsair H115 Platinum for review? I actually have an H150 that I've been using in a couple builds. I'm gonna do a full-on review of that, and I wanted to compare it to the H100i, which is like a pretty much a staple AIO at this point from Corsair. So I've been waiting on the H100i so I can actually do this. And apparently, I guess they thought they sent it already or something, but I haven't gotten it yet. So when I get that, then I'm going to do a proper review between those two, and then maybe I'll do the H115 after that, because I know that one's supposed to be like a pretty killer cooler too. So we'll see. Hey, Tupin, give us 350.
Oh, 350.
Do you know it? No, it's
No,
it's
350.
350. There you go.
350.
That's my girl. 350.
Thanks, Tupin.
Marco asks, or says, Lisa, you should make tutorial videos for CSGO.
I need to be honest, I haven't played for such a long time. It's
No.
probably 2 months. But I start streaming soon and I will get back to CSGO. It's gonna be funny.
I was gonna say,
Yeah, it's gonna be super funny.
Okay, so we have a lot of comments here. This is good stuff. We appreciate it. I'm just trying to scroll through this. Okay, let's see. Okay. Matthew Andrews says, I'm drinking a beer in the shower while watching this. Too much information or not enough?
Oh, I don't know. What do you think?
Oh, God.
What kind of beer?
Oh, man.
Is it at least a German beer?
A German beer. Germans are so picky about their beers.
Yeah, we're picky about
I don't
our
blame you.
beer.
Like, our beers are like basically water here. It's kind of nasty. 84 Action Jack. Ever had a bad experience with a Deepcool Captain? I have not today. And again, I can't really I kind of stressed this in the video that I made about the Captain 240EX and all derivatives of that. Look, I really like the Deepcool AIOs. I think they're my favorite AIOs from an aesthetic point of view. Performance-wise, they're okay. They're not the best AIOs out there, but I think they're just a good value considering how much you typically have to spend for some AIOs. Speaking of which, can you hand me that, babe? We have this box. This is the 240 Pro. So maybe we'll do an H115i versus 240 Pro. Is the H115i a 240 milli AIO? Pretty sure it is. If it's not, then I'll find one like a derivative of that that's similar to this, and we'll review this against that. And see which one is. This is the one you guys saw at Computex 2018, by the way. You were there. Remember?
Yeah.
You filmed it with me. So,
I filmed it.
Yep. So that one is coming up soon. Speaking of the Captain. But yeah, like I've never had a bad experience with these. I know that people have complained about these leaking in the past. And really, I mean, AIOs to an extent, I mean, you're going to have a small, typically, sample of the units that are going to leak. That's just something that, robots, humans are going to make mistakes. But I have never had one of these AIOs leak before. Now, to what extent that has to do with the fact that I'm a reviewer, maybe they open the boxes and test them before they send them to me. I've had some like sealed, like properly sealed boxes or like retail samples sent. They'll just like send them direct from Amazon. And so I know those aren't really tested. And Amazon's not going to test those for me. And those haven't leaked either. And I've had like 8 or 9 of these AIOs, probably more than that, probably closer to a dozen. So just from my perspective, I don't see anything wrong with them. And apparently the new 240 Pros are like supposed to be virtually leak proof thanks to that. Basically have like a pressure valve built into the radiator. It's that right there. Yeah, that right there. So we'll talk more about that in the video, and if that actually does anything, or if it's just marketing hype. Kind of look into the mechanics of it and see what it's all about. But anyway, that's kind of just in a nutshell what's coming up here soon. Bazinga, $5 super chat again. Bazinga, my dude. Lisa cooks. I'm half German. Love German food. Only 3 hours away. When is dinner?
All right, you can come. Fine.
You know though, you don't really fix German food, and I think
I can't fix German food.
But
the problem
really
is
like
you're
German
picky.
Food. I don't really like German food very much. Like. I feel like the de facto food for
you have tried stuff like the
I
kind
like
of
the
meat
sausage.
my mom was fixing,
yeah.
and that's like German dishes, and you really like them.
I like
you
the bratwurst and stuff. I like all those, and like the salamis and meats you guys have, like especially the ones that are like imported. Those are so good.
No, the salamis, this is the Italian salami.
I don't care. I'm eating it in Germany, so it's.
Oh
German
no,
food.
the German salami. Yeah, you like that.
Yeah, I like all that stuff. Like the meats, I'm totally cool with. It's just like the sauerkraut and stuff like that. I just can't get into.
Yeah, but that's not. Yeah, but you.
I mean,
there are
that's
better
stereotypical.
dishes like meat dishes. Actually,
Yeah.
you're gonna like.
Let's see, starfish, statfish. What is that? ST41-3 fish. I'll just assume that's like.
Stayfish.
Starfish. I feel like we're missing something there.
Statfish?
Anyway, he asks Greg, any phone reviews coming? I will be reviewing the Pixel 3 very soon. I'll also be reviewing the iPhone XR, which I think is getting a bad rap for the wrong reason.
Mm-hmm. I convinced him.
No, well, she convinced me to buy it. First off, I think it's an overpriced phone. I think all phones over $700, $600 arguably. Like phones used to be only about $600. Like that was a high-end phone, assuming you're buying off contract or whatever. But now, like you're spending as much on a phone as you are on a laptop, and phones are getting very powerful. But how? I mean, it's a phone. Like how much more can you possibly do with a phone? Without a proper keyboard and without like the ability to do heavy multitasking.
Well, but the phone is the most used.
Yeah, it
device.
is, but like most people
like,
just
all
call.
day long.
Most people just call, text, check email, like watch a YouTube video. You don't need like a killer high-end processor for any of that stuff. You just need a decent amount of RAM, a decent screen, and a good camera.
And good battery life.
Oh yeah, battery life. Yeah, I weigh battery life heavily. Actually, that's probably one of the ones that. And your phone has insane battery life.
Yeah, it does.
And partly because of the screen.
I only have to charge it every 3 days right now.
What the heck? And you're a pretty heavy user, I would say. That's pretty impressive.
Yeah, well, I'm decent.
She uses it a lot, and you call on it a lot too. Like you call your parents and
even
stuff.
if I do like video chat calls where it used to use a lot battery, but it's still perfectly fine.
Yeah, so that's true, and I think again like the screen resolution was something that the iPhone XR initially got some hate for, and I mean my response to that is like, come on, give me a break. First off, like a 4K screen, like that lasted, like that you probably have 4K screens in like what 2 or 3 phones now. I know the Sony, I forget the name of the phone, the Sony Z something or whatever. That phone had a 4K screen, and the battery life was terrible on that. And you also lose brightness too. You okay?
Yeah,
you also lose the degree of brightness because those pixels are getting so small, so light's passing through a very smaller section of the liquid crystal display or whatever technology it is. So. It's kind of a give and take, but 720p, even on a 6.1 inch screen like yours is, I'm pretty sure it's not bad at all. I mean, this is a 1080p screen, and I honestly I gotta get super close to this thing to be able to tell the difference between this and her phone. And her phone's bigger too, right? So the pixels are the aspect there is larger. So I think the XR got a lot of hate just because the resolution is lower. But again, it's not something that I would be willing to hate on if I got way better battery life out of it. And again, unless you get super close to the phone, like if you actually squint at it, you're not going to really notice. I'm sure people are, oh, I notice the difference between 720p and 1080p. Well, sure, maybe like on a monitor size, but like when you're talking about the difference between 350 ppi and 400 ppi. I don't know. People say they see the difference, and I get it. Like when you see a high def screen, obviously you go back down from that, and it's difficult. But I just think it got way too much hate given the small difference, if there is any, noticeably on screen. That's my take on it, and you'll hear more about that in the video. I'm sure that'll get me some hate, but whatever. Pepsi's back up here. Hey, Pepsi girl. Hey, baby girl. Hey, how you doing? She's like navigating like the most treacherous terrain right now. You're standing on the soundboard. What do you... I don't like that. I don't like she does that. She's always pushing the limit here. I'm going to scroll back up the chat just a little bit. I kind of missed it. Ethan asked if I've tried schnitzel.
No, yeah.
I have tried schnitzel.
You tried schnitzel?
It's like the fried pork chop.
Oh, yeah, you tried it.
Yeah, I've had that.
My mom used to fix like this big schnitzel.
Oh, yeah. EJ Ninja Tech, it's a good question. Do you use an amp DAC system when gaming for better sound? If so, do you use your go-to headphones? I'm confused. Or is it even worth the investment? I use whenever I'm personally gaming. Typically, it's between the Corsair HS60. Is that what it's? I forget the names of all these products. Anyway, I use the Corsair headset that I reviewed against the Void Pro, and then I also use the Sennheiser headset that I did a pre-roll for. Actually, I did a couple pre-rolls, I'm pretty sure, for it, more than a couple. And I really liked. What is she doing? Anyway, I really like that headset, and that's why I was comfortable putting out so many ads for it, because I do think it's a really good headset. Not just from the audio side of things, Sennheiser's a really good brand, but also from the audio quality, like the microphone quality is really good. It's a lot better. Most gaming headsets have trash mics, but this one was actually impressive. And
a lot of gamers and professionals seeing like the Sennheiser brand, they always did a great job. Pepsi girl, Pepsi girl.
She was like standing on the soundboard, and I'm afraid she was gonna click the power button, or the phantom power button. Anyway, okay, I'm gonna scroll down just a little bit more here. Let's see, trying to catch up some good stuff. This is all really good stuff. There's a ton of content here.
German chocolate is the best. German chocolate is the best.
Swiss chocolate is like the state.
No, Swiss and Belgium chocolate is really better.
How do you say it in German? Swiss?
Schweiz.
Oh, really?
Schweizer Schokolade.
Schokolade.
Yeah.
I love to learn. Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
It's
always space for improvement.
You know, I think my accent is beautiful. I have a beautiful German accent.
Yeah, if you talk German and it sounds cute.
She says I sound like a little kid when I speak German. You know what? That's fine though.
Cute.
That's fine though.
Cute.
Scrolling down. Oh gosh, there's so much, so many things. I'm gonna miss any of them here. Okay, all right, here we go. Let's see, Vadim Kaveski. Is that euro?
Yeah, that's 10 euro.
10 euro, my dude, Vadim, 10 euro. Appreciate that. Hi, I want to upgrade my LG ultra wide 29-inch 1080p monitor. I'm pretty sure I've had that same monitor, by the way, or one very similar to it, for an Alienware 34-inch 1080p curve with G-Sync 100 Hz. Do you think I will see a big difference in pixel density in gaming? Yeah, okay, so look, 34 inches, that's a pretty big difference between that and 29. I would recommend, if you step up to 34 inches, that you get the 1440p aspect, or the 3440 by 1440 is the 21:9 equivalent resolution in 1440p. If you step up to 34, that's my rule of thumb. I've had 1080p 32-inch panels. It gets pretty noticeable, especially at that diagonal resolution. And when you're going ultra wide at 34 inches, it's basically a stretched 32-inch panel, or slightly narrower from a vertical aspect, but you get the point. So yeah, I mean, depending on your budget, again, if you really like ultra wide and you're okay with 100 hertz, I would go for the. I mean, it's okay. But if I had a little more wiggle room, I would try to bump up to the 1440p resolution and still lock in that 100 hertz refresh rate. I use the 100 hertz. Actually, this monitor right here behind me is from Viatex, like $500 or so, but it's a 3440 by 1440 panel, and it's also 100 hertz. It's not G-Sync though, so that's the one thing I'm pretty sure it's FreeSync. So if you have an AMD card, you'll benefit from that, but it doesn't have G-Sync, so that's the one thing that I wish it had. It's a mediocre construction. It's not a really, strong, durable monitor from that perspective, but like how often are you gonna be like throwing your monitor around, like, you know? So it just kind of sits there.
Gaming could be intense.
That's true. If you get really pissed off and you just like slam your monitor against.
I think there are a lot of videos out there where people smashing their screen.
That's true. That's a good point. Okay, a lot of good stuff here. Let's see. Oh gosh. Let's see. Leslie Lai thinks you have a fake German accent.
Fake German accent?
Like she literally lives in Germany. Like she's lived in Germany her whole life. So.
Yeah, I'm born in Germany.
It's really funny.
But you said I don't sound that German when I speak English, so.
No, I mean you just sound European. Like I don't know what a German accent is. Like I mean I wouldn't have known if I hadn't met you. Let's see. Scrolling down. Bob Frank question: 4K 60 or 1440p 120 for an RTX 2070? RTX 2070, I would always go for the higher refresh rate. 1440p 120 is definitely the better buy in my book. Look, 4K would look pretty sweet, and it does for sure. Definitely a higher PPI, but you got to really work that graphics card, and in order to benefit from 4K, you have to really bump up the in-game settings to even notice much of a difference from like a visual perspective, because 4K is going to tax your graphics card harder, which means you might have to drop some in-game settings, and when you drop in-game settings, you're just looking at a higher resolution, worse image, if you get what I'm trying to say. Like you know, you might have to lower grass quality from ultra to high, and then you're missing out on like half the shrubs and like, you know, nature that you would otherwise be able to see crystal clear with a 4K panel. So buy the 1440p panel. In my book, that's the better choice. You get the higher refresh rate, which is a night and day difference, and you can bump up like MSAA. You can turn on ambient occlusion. Some other things are going to make the game look a little more realistic, and I think you're not going to regret the decision. So hopefully, Bob, you take that advice. That's definitely what I would do.
I agree in that.
Yeah, and you're always playing like fast games, like fast-paced things.
If you play fast games, especially, you need 120.
Yeah, that's a good point. Like if you're just playing like City Skylines or something, like a 4K panel is probably okay for that. But like if you're playing a racing game, first-person shooter, any kind of first-person shooter, or even third-person for that matter, like it's all gonna be, No one asks, are you going to vlog your wedding? Oh, well, we're already married, but we do plan on like having like a wedding, like I don't know if you want to call it that, but like we want to have a ceremony.
The ceremony.
Yeah, well, I can see it's a wedding still, but because most people like I didn't really think about this either, but like most people are already officially married by the time they have their wedding, right? Because they go to the state and they already file their paperwork. So like the wedding is still kind of like an after. It's like an after event, you know. Yeah. So like
that's gonna be the exciting thing when you have your friends and family.
Yeah, that's really.
We didn't have that.
Yeah, we didn't. We kind of did it. We had planned to wait a lot longer because I had only proposed to her 3 months prior, almost 2 or 3 months. So I had we were talking about it, and she was about to leave, and I was just like, you know what, screw it.
Make it safe, huh?
Yeah, I'm gonna marry her now. I don't take any chances. If she gets back to Germany, she's like, I like Germany a lot more. I think I'm just gonna stay here. So I was like,
Wait, you said you're gonna move for me if I would?
I totally would. I would totally move if I had. I mean, like, the cool thing about this job is...
I have this on camera.
I can go anywhere. Yes, I know, but the fact is we don't have to move. And, like...
No, it's fine. It's fine.
I mean, believe me.
I'm gonna come.
If I had... Yeah. If I had no ties to this city and I had known that this place was gonna get whacked by a hurricane, I totally probably would have moved. Like, in hindsight. I just would have. Because, like, there's... Like I said, 2/3 of the city's practically gone. So that's something that I'm at the same time, like, I'm glad we stayed because now I can help my parents and stuff. And,
of course,
we've been going like once, twice a week over to their place and like just gutting the house. But see how it cuts off like that? I don't know why. Oh no, see, it doesn't cut off here, but it cuts off there.
Yeah, because here you have to.
Is it zoomed in?
Yeah, it's probably zoomed in.
Yeah, see, I hate that. So I can never tell if it's actually, but it looks good there. So that's all.
It's fine.
Anyway, okay. Let's scroll down a little bit here. Let's go down to it. Oh, Leslie was referring to me.
Oh. Well, yeah. He has a fake.
I'm glad I wasn't like, bro, what you saying about my wife, bro? Huh? You want to talk some smack, bro? I could have totally like defended you there. I just want to laugh it off. That was cool. I don't want to cause a scene or anything. Quay Dog says, I don't blame you, Greg. See? A like-minded individual in the chat. There you go. We've been doing this for 45 minutes.
Oh, we do already?
I told you.
Wow, time passes by
Live
so
streams,
fast.
live streams are, I mean, they're easy in the sense that, like, all you gotta do is talk, and have some water in case your throat gets
Yeah,
really
good
late.
that I brought water, huh?
Okay, so the good thing is I have a co-host now, so you can talk while I'm taking an awkward sip of water, so go ahead.
Oh no, that's gonna be awkward. Oh, see, can you read this sentence here? He's asking you something in German.
Yeah,
You know that.
Wie geht's?
Yeah.
Yeah, wie geht's?
I feel like you have a Spanish accent when you speak German a little bit.
Well,
a little bit.
It's the N-word Spaniard
But there is
coming
no
out.
Spanish. I don't know where it's coming from.
Oh, yeah,
he's
there is.
special, you know. Sometimes he's
Ole.
really special.
Oh, come on.
You know what it means, right?
I'm gonna shrug it off. It's okay. I don't take anything personally. She gives me crap because, like, I'm supposed to be Spanish, but, like, I don't act Spanish, but I totally am Spanish. So.
Yeah, he always calls me a white girl because of my iPhone, probably.
I mean, yeah,
And then he's pretending to be super Spanish,
like
but he doesn't like to go out in the sun.
that stereotypical like
paella.
white girl thing she's got going. Like, she's got her MacBook Pro, she's got her
Excuse
iPad Pro,
me?
she's got her iPhone 10R.
But I got my MacBook since 7 years already, and I always kept that one.
Yeah, but you have the new MacBook now, or the
No,
relative.
you
I'm just
upgraded
saying,
mine.
I upgraded that. I upgraded your phone. I gave like.
But
well,
only
you
because
bought,
my
did you buy the
phone-
iPad or did I buy the iPad?
No, I bought it.
No, she bought it.
I bought it.
Yeah, this is before our finances officially commingled. We weren't married yet, were we? No, we had just gotten engaged.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I was like, all right. Like, she, to her credit, like, she totally consulted me. She's like, I want to buy this iPad. I'm like, bro. Well, I didn't say bro, but, like, you know what I mean. I was like,
What about sis?
Yeah, I was like, why do you want to spend this much money on an iPad Pro?
But I used it for work
I
all
could
way.
totally use it for work. I'm like, okay, but, like, why did you not, like, why don't you just use your laptop? I mean,
Well, but in some situations you take the tablet
Yeah,
and it's
I guess.
easier, and an Apple Pro is so nice because
Yeah.
you can do a lot of graphics stuff like instant.
Yeah.
And always to take out the laptop, I think it's sometimes uncomfortable
Yeah.
in some situations.
I feel like
I like it.
I feel like tablets are like a kind of like they're in a weird position.
I mean,
in
if
the
you
market.
don't use it,
Are tablets
if
really
you
portable?
just wanted to have it, then it's
No,
dumb.
but are
But
tablets?
I use it.
But are tablets really portable though? Like, can you call a tablet a portable
Yeah.
device?
It fits in a bag, in a
So does a
handbag,
laptop.
in a
So does a laptop. I mean, so by that
No,
definition,
but yeah,
a laptop is portable.
in a backpack. But a tablet you can even
a
get.
small tablet.
You can
not
fit
a
it
big
in a
12-inch iPad. 12.9 inch, whatever they
minus
are.
10.
Hmm?
Minus the 10 one.
Yours is 10-inch, right?
Yeah,
Yeah,
it fits
And
in
yours
my bag.
yours is about as big as I would ever want a tablet to be.
It fits in my bag.
I don't know. You guys have iPads or like any kind of tablet? What size tablet do you use, and do you think it's obsolete when seen in the context of laptops? I just find myself missing a keyboard and like the operating systems. Like, Jesus, I don't want iOS 10 or whatever on an iPad. Like, I would much prefer Mac OS. Totally would prefer that. And the new iPads, I think, could support Mac OS. Like, they're powerful enough. They have insanely fast processors. But like we have iOS on those things. And I don't know. Maybe there's some like public debate out there about whether or not that's even possible. But I would much prefer like that kind of, I don't know, setup. Like, this laptop, I can't convert into like a tablet mode. But it would be nice to be able to do that, because then I could fold it all the way around. And only thing is, you have the keyboard awkwardly on the other side that you're pushing.
You can buy an extra keyboard for the tablet.
Yeah, but then it's just like an afterthought. I don't know. If someone says Amazon
I mean,
Fire.
it's different. It depends always on the use.
Yeah.
On your needs, I think. If you want a game on the thing, I think a laptop is necessary.
Well, yeah. I mean,
Compared
I think
to a
gaming,
tablet.
obviously. Yeah. But a
But
tablet.
RuneScape, you can also play RuneScape on the tablet.
RuneScape on the tablet.
Yeah, you could.
Maybe you can't play WoW though on a tablet,
Well, yeah, you can.
unless you like did some weird thing and like threw Linux on it or something. Not an iPad, but like I'm sure you could probably do something like that.
You can also use it as a second screen extension
Yeah.
on your PC. What I did when you work with Photoshop or something, that's nice.
Yeah. Let's see. Aiden Hill asked how bad my German. We talked about this a little earlier in the live stream, but like if you could quantify in like a couple sentences my German, like how bad is it? That's all.
Well, he speaks maybe 2 sentences all the time,
Two?
the same,
You're
and he
only
tells
giving-
me all the time you want to learn it and
You're
stuff.
only giving
And
me two sentences worth?
Yeah.
Cred? I totally can speak like 4 sentences.
okay, do it. Everybody's willing to hear.
I'm like when you told me to do it, like my first thought was like hola.
And then you think about
I totally
Spanish.
missed. Yeah, no, I mix up Spanish and German all the time. Those are like the only two languages.
Feel free to explain everything in German right now.
Ich liebe dich für immer.
Aww.
I know that sentence. That's a
That
nice
was
sentence.
cute.
I learned that one very early on with her. And then also, hallo, guten Tag.
Yeah, that's basically all
Basically
he says to my
sentence.
mom.
And then I also say, das Essen ist gut.
Oh yeah, that's what he had to learn.
Yeah.
Because if you go and eat food from an Italian woman, you always have to tell her it's good food. No matter what, tell her. Even if you don't like it, tell her.
Bob's getting to bed. Bob said, you guys do a great show. Really enjoyed it. Click here if you enjoyed making this video. Click here if you don't or hate everything else about live. Oh, he said live. I get it, though. If you hate anything about live. Do you like live streaming?
I like live streaming. So I like to do it myself. And I'm finally happy to get back to it soon. And it's nice. It's nice always to talk to so many people at the same time.
Yeah.
And help them out with your tech questions.
Too Snowy says I said he loves Emma.
He loves Emma?
When I said ich
Also.
für Emma.
Oh.
Emma. I-M-M-E-R.
Who's Emma?
Für, is it
Who's
F-U-R or F-H-U-R? F-U-H-R.
The U.
Yeah, I can't do that on keyboards, so screw it.
U-E.
U-E-R.
Mm-hmm.
Für Emma, like that.
Yeah.
Yeah. Got him. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
You totally needed my help.
No, I didn't.
Oh, okay.
I thought there was an H in there, though. Für Emma?
Für immer.
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 Immer. Why does it sound like there's an R? Oh, you're rolling your R?
There is a R. In
No,
the
no,
end.
no, but it sounds like there's an L in the R. Für Emma.
Immer.
Immer. Sounds like you're saying ML, like ML.
Yeah, that's why they think you say Emma.
Für Emma.
Für Emma?
Emma.
If you say für Emma, it's for Emma. It sounds like for Emma.
No, see, like that's the part that's gonna be the most difficult for me. Is like figuring out how to like pronounce, like get the accent. I think Germans. It's not. I don't think it's hard to learn the language because a lot of their stuff is shared between English. I mean,
Yeah.
English like adopted a lot of Germanic like phrases, but
Uh-huh.
the dialect or whatever you want to call it, you guys know what I mean. Like the way you sound when you speak the language, that is probably the hardest part. And like Germans, like in my opinion, Germans sound like really pissed off most of the time when they speak. Like,
No,
it's really
that's not
aggressive.
true.
I think it's an aggressive language.
We think that about the Russians. They sound more
Well,
aggressive.
okay,
but-
yeah. I mean, I think that's probably
Well,
taking it a
yeah.
step further. But like, you're still in the general direction of like aggressive sounds.
Yeah, but the thing is, we express everything with like showing these kind of emotions when we talk. Maybe that makes it harder. I don't know.
Yeah, that's true. Watching ourselves in playback is really awkward. Like I
Yeah.
see like my actions, you know.
Yeah, and then you think, oh,
I'm like, wow, that looked.
did I really do that?
I'm like, wow, that looked really cringy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Don't scratch your nose. It would look awkward.
I am going to put him in timeout. Oh, Zombie Civvies did. Thanks, Zombies. That was really awkward. It was a request for us to do something.
Oh,
You,
I didn't see that.
use your imagination.
When it's funny.
Le Google Chrome says, "Can you even German, bro?" Thanks, man.
Yeah,
Makes
can
me-
you even German, bro?
Makes me feel so good. Let's see. What is that? Is that okay to read?
Yeah.
Okay, it's not bad.
Yeah.
Ich liebe meine
Freunde.
Freunde Hector.
I think he was supposed to say, ich liebe meinen Freund Hector.
Yeah, he messed it up. Vice velocity. I'm just kidding. I don't know what I'm saying. Cody Slog spam the Discord. Good on you, Cody. You guys, check out the Discord server. It is a public Discord. It does not require anything to join, although you do get special perks if you become a channel member or a Patreon supporter, but by no means an obligation. And you guys get a different way to chat with us. And also with Brian from Techia City, we share that Discord server with him. I think that was a really good decision because it just allows us to kind of meld between different fan bases. Like most of you who sub here are probably sub to other tech channels as well. I get that. But chances are, if you are subbed to this channel, you appreciate our point of view, or maybe the way we do things or test things. But then you're also subbed to those other channels because they have different points of view. And if all of us were in agreement all the time, there would be a problem, a big problem. So it's good that like when I pop into the Discord, I see people, I don't want to say arguing, but they're debating. You know, they're giving different recommendations for parts and stuff, and saying, well, my experience with this product is this, and it's really nice to see that because I mean, saving that stuff for just the YouTube comments can be pretty hostile. Because people feel like the YouTube comments, Vice City says, wow, 2 years of German for nothing.
I was just smiling when I read that.
That is a roast. Sai asks why there's such a big delay in chat. That's typical. It's just YouTube's delay. So what we're watching right now on the screen is what you guys are seeing, right? But the difference is there's about a 15 to 20 second buffer usually between when it's encoded and sent to YouTube servers and when it's actually published live. So what we're doing is reading the chat basically live, but there's going to be a 20 to 30 seconds delay. 20 to 30 second delay there, just because, yeah, latency and stuff. Yeah, and there's a minimum latency option and there's like a no latency option in YouTube live streams. So like it would be almost instantaneous. But the problem is when you do that, you kind of cut into your own video quality to an extent. Like it just looks a little like the bitrate, I'm pretty sure, drops during the encoding process because it's got to do it really quick, so it can't like encode it and like take its time and make it look really crispy for you guys. So that's the one downside, and that's why I've never really used that. I did use the minimum latency option once, and it didn't look too much different. But I think probably next time I'll do the like no latency option and just see if it's even possible, and then we won't have to deal with people asking why the chat's so destroyed, you know, and like delayed. But yeah, it's pretty, people are saying it's like a 36 second delay there. It's going to depend on the person too, where you're viewing it from. That's also an aspect of it, because you have latency on your side as well. So that's another part of it. But for us, because we're literally watching it as it's being streamed, it's about 20 to 30 seconds. It depends. Okay, Jeff Phillips says, hello from the future. Totally misunderstand that. Zombie says, you get the creepy comments. Yeah. Yeah. Zombies, I appreciate you guys running the chat as admins. You guys are awesome. You and Kofasa both have been doing some work, so I appreciate it. It's sad that you guys have to be used for that kind of stuff, but y'all are doing a sweet job, so we appreciate it. Let's see. Leslie lied. Do you RTX? It depends. From 120 FPS to 30 FPS, RTX on. Yeah, that's a good point. RTX was pretty disastrous from what I saw with the Battlefield 5 benchmarks, on versus off. And like honestly, the in-game detail didn't change much. And that was something I was worried about from the very beginning with this. That's why I came forward initially, right when they launched the cards or announced the cards. I basically went out and said, yeah, like a lot of this is probably going to be marketing hype, and you're going to be a little disappointed with how these cards perform in real life, especially given the minimum support we have, right, across all these different titles. We only have, maybe a handful of games that are eventually going to support RTX. And when I say RTX, I'm talking about the ways in which reflections and all that are portrayed in game. It totally changes the physics of the game, and it does rely heavily on the architecture that NVIDIA's packed into it, but there is still a lot of interpolation involved, so it's not totally real-time ray tracing, but it does require, again, RT cores and tensor cores, the AI side of things, to predict the extra particles that are supposed to move around in the scene. That's the interpolation aspect of it. So I might make a second video following up on the architecture now that I understand a little more about it, because it's a little more has been revealed. I've been able to talk to some other people in the industry who have a pretty tight grasp on this stuff, and it's opened my eyes to how it actually works behind the scenes. So yeah, maybe more RTX stuff here in the near future, just to explain really what you should expect with these cards and what to expect maybe in 2 or 3 years. Jorge Morales, what does your fiance do? She's actually my wife now. She's been, yeah, we've been married for like 8 months.
Yeah.
Yeah, I didn't want to get that wrong. Yeah, we've been married for quite a while. I don't blame you for thinking that, like, if you only occasionally pop into social media or whatever. But you...
Well, I work as a esport manager, kind of. I do like social media work and stuff from home office and do this in the esport scene.
But it's like really on and off. Like right now she's not working, but like when
I still work.
Yeah, but sometimes, like not
like
right.
Only when I'm in Germany.
That's
but right now, right now because I'm visiting him, it's not like now. Right now I'm not working, but once I go back, then I'm full-time again.
Yeah, she is a cool boss. It's something that he knows her situation, and so
yeah,
he gives her a lot of leadway and is really flexible. So that's a good thing.
Yeah, only if I have to attend on esport events, I'm gonna fly back, attend to esport events, and go back again.
Yeah, we actually have. That was how we met, by the way. We met. She worked for a company actually at the time that had sent us over there, so we met her. They kind of took us out on the town and showed us everything, and that was where I first met her. But that was another thing that she had done on the side. She was really heavy into like the PC tech and the PC gaming markets, and you still kind of are to an extent when you're actually working. So yeah, that's what she does. I kind of spoke for you on that one, but anyway.
That's okay.
Sorry.
You can explain better than
I'm used to just like talking. It's
really, oh, really? No.
When I'm live streaming...
if you wonder, it's not only when he live streams or when he makes his video. You know he talks a lot, right? You can tell by his videos. Well, you have to do that in the videos. But he's also doing that in real life. Sometimes I can sit there like just like that. 10 minutes and he would constantly talk. No, and then I can stop the time.
Usually it's supposed to be the girl that does all the talking and like the guy is pretty chill, but like...
I can relax. I can lean back, relax, take a nap, and then wake up and say, oh yeah, that's... No.
When I do that to you, you get mad and you're like, you didn't listen to me.
What? You totally... I never get mad.
Oh.
You look like I get mad.
Oh, yeah, this is good.
People from my live stream, they know. They know what's really going on.
Someone says very romantic. Oh gosh. Yeah, M. Cockroach says, Greg, a little advice. Always remember everything about your wife or she will kill you. Pay attention to everything she says and does or you'll pay heavily.
Boom. Boom.
It's
on point.
KB the Wicked. It's a good question. Greg, what's your favorite thing to do other than computer stuff? I think guitar is probably my next favorite thing. Like music in general. I really like music.
Not RuneScape?
Not RuneScape. Why'd you talk? People are thinking I'm like a RuneScape nerd now. Like I literally just picked that up again because I wanted to see how much it changed in RS3 and stuff really changed. It's really easy to skill now.
Yeah, it's guitar.
Anyway, what about you? Answer that question too about what your favorite thing to do is other than computer stuff because that's totally your favorite thing to do.
I love dancing. I play Just Dance, okay? I love dancing and going to the beach.
Yeah, the beach is definitely up
like
there.
Being outside and taking a walk, I think pretty much everywhere. I could just walk randomly on the street and I like that.
Yeah, that's fair. Yeah. She's always wanting to go. I wish we had a house like right on the beachfront. Like if I could afford that, gosh, that would be really nice, especially for you. Like I probably wouldn't. The view would probably be all I'd care about it. I wouldn't go to the beach much. But if she could just like open her back door and like walk onto sand, like you would totally. I know you would.
I would like that. It would be like, I mean, it wouldn't be necessary here, but you can't really walk in the States. Yeah. Like you have to drive everywhere with a car, and
sidewalks are like minimal.
That's really hard for me because I don't have a car, so I'm depending on him, and I have to beg him, please go out with me. So Bazinga, thank you.
Yeah. Kane Elite asks, what guitars do you have? All right, let me get my list ready here. We got again ESP. Totally forget that it's a 1000. I only don't know the name of this one because she bought it for me.
The ESP LTD 1000, the one that Breaking Benjamin had.
Yeah, Breaking Benjamin was like my favorite band ever. So and that guitar is dope. I have two Gibson Les Paul Customs. One's red, one's black. I have a Gibson SG. I have a Fender Strat, like an American Strat, because it's American. And then that's really it. I mean, I have a couple like Baby Taylors, like acoustic guitars and stuff. But electrics, that's what.
And I got one from Red Flags you picked up when you were 13.
Oh yeah. So I was with my parents. This is back when I was like 13. We went to Six Flags Great Adventure up in New York. It's back when my dad's brother used to live up there. So we went up there to see him and stuff. And then we went to the theme park and they have those platforms, right, where you gotta knock the. It's like those alphabet cubes. What are they called? Like, do you know those cubes, like the wooden cubes with the alphabet letters in them? I don't know what they're called.
I don't know. Do they have an actual name?
I think they do. I don't know. It feels stupid.
Letter cubes.
Anyway, yeah, those things. They have 3 of them stacked on top of each other, and then you have a platform, and you get a ball, and you got to throw the ball from about 10 feet away or so. Well, a little more than that. It's about 5 meters. But you have to throw and hit all 3 balls at once, and our light just died, and knock all of them off. It's probably ran out of battery.
Should we use this?
Make sure that make
Should
sure.
we
That,
use
no,
the
it's
phone
fine.
battery?
It's still gonna be lit. You'll see it when it turns off.
Okay.
But anyway, yeah, he won a guitar for me there. It's shaped like a Fender Strat. Obviously, it doesn't have the same pickups or anything, but
it looks cool.
yeah,
that's
gonna be her guitar, so she can.
Start learning.
Yeah. So
he's gonna teach me. Let's see if we can make a video on that one.
Let's see. Srag, does mounting your headphone on the monitor like that, like you did with damage the pixels because of pressure? No. So the headset doesn't clamp really tight at all. So it just kind of hangs there. So actually, there's like a gap between like the earpiece or the ear muffs, whatever you want to call them, the ear sections of the headset. It's not like suffocating the pixels, so no, it's not hurting at all. I imagine some headsets though that are gripping really tight probably would, so you might want to watch out for that. Let's see, scrolling down here. Player Spinsy, when will you do Craigslist listings reactions again? Very soon, don't worry. Those aren't going anywhere. You guys really like those, and
yeah, I like those too.
Yeah, it's my chance.
I always tell him, do another Craigslist video.
Yeah, she's
I always go for that.
Yeah, I mean those get obviously those get views, and people really like engaging with those, and the YouTube algorithms really like Craigslist stuff for some reason. Like the Craigslist keywords are like really hot, so it helps from an AdSense perspective because videos are actually like twice as profitable. Do you know that? Like those videos make more, like you have like CPMs, right?
Mm-hmm.
It's cost per 1,000 views or whatever. It's basically what we get paid per 1,000 views.
Mm-hmm.
And the CPM on a Craigslist video is like, I want to say 1.5 to 2 times what it typically is on this channel.
Oh wow!
Which is really weird. Like I never did this to for the AdSense, saying that it was gonna be like way more profitable. I mean, obviously, like if it gets views and you guys really like it, I'm gonna keep doing it. It's my living.
I mean, it's super entertaining.
But, yeah, I mean, it's fun to make too.
And it's really like you. I mean, people that have no clue, they can really learn about that they don't get ripped off. So
yeah, that's true. Yeah, so there's actually like an informative aspect of it, and I think you guys appreciate that, the ones who actually watch all the time. Let's see. Guten Nacht alle.
Oh, gute Nacht alle zusammen. I'm gonna go get some homework done. All right, good night. Have sweet dreams.
Oh, what's that mean?
What? Bis dann.
Bis dann. What's that mean?
See you soon. See you around.
Oh, I didn't know.
Yeah.
I'm learning stuff every day. I'm gonna get serious about taking German classes.
Yeah, we're serious.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm gonna be able to communicate with your mama. And say, I almost said hola again. Oh my gosh. Hallo, guten Morgen.
Hola.
Yeah, hola.
Yeah,
Your mom would totally understand that too, but it's just
Yeah.
kind of funny that I'm mixing them up so much. All right, let's see here. I see. What did you predict the Ryzen 3700X will achieve in terms of overclocking? Look, if it's the 30, I don't know if it's actually gonna be called 3700X. I don't really dive into the leaks and stuff until it's all official when we get the official paperwork from AMD. But I expect the next gen stuff's gonna definitely overclock better. I think it's one of the reasons why AMD is a little behind in the gaming performance side of things, because again, a 2700X will only clock to about 4.2 gigahertz. Imagine a 2700X at 5 gigahertz or 5.2, like we have with an 8700K, delidded, or a 9900K. So I'm hoping around 4.6. I would say don't expect any more than 4.6 to 4.8. But I'm really hoping for 4.6. I think that would make a world of difference. Let's see. Aiden Hill says, great stream, guys. I'm going to grab some sleep. It's 4 a.m. here in Ireland. Wow, dude, 4 a.m., my dude. And it's like a Monday.
Thank you for still joining.
Yeah, it's like a Monday morning for you. That's insane. Good seeing Lisa on Guten Nacht.
Oh, Guten Nacht.
Oh, that's appreciated. Thank you. Ced Torres, what's going on, Ced? Ced he was one of the winners of... He won a GTX 1070 graphics card.
Oh, wow.
He lives in Mexico.
He was a lucky man.
Yeah, he's still sporting it, he said. It was one I painted white. It was in the original Walter White build.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, so he's still sporting that one. It's pretty dope. Let's see. My account. It says, dude, no chance you're getting 4.6 all-core. Yeah, we'll see. I'm talking about the future AMD CPUs, by the way, not like current AMD CPUs. But again, like none of this is substantiated, so it's all best guess. But that's my hope, because if it gets to 4.6, then you're on top of the IC improvements alone from the architectural standpoint, I think we'll have something that's actually worth, worth being in the top tier, best contender for best gaming CPU. And I think it could be, especially if Intel is a little slow, which they have been recently with their 10 nanometer stuff. So again, I expect these releases will be sometime around April, May-ish, maybe even Computex time for AMD. People are saying early 2019, but it's very rare that we see anything that early, especially from AMD. So we'll see. West Zero says, or O, West O says hello.
Hello.
Franco says, "Hey, Science Studio, I enjoy the videos of you looking at dumb PC ads." Yeah, he's talking about the Craigslist videos and the Ghetto Studio videos. You actually like Ghetto Studio? That's cool. Like, I want to build that series. Yeah,
I love those.
So we'll get there. I'm looking at myself. Like, it looks like I'm picking my nose. Like, what am I doing?
Yeah, see, that's why I told you don't scratch your nose. I told you earlier.
I didn't. Well, I did that, but like, if I do this, like on camera, it almost looks like I'm.
I can do it for you.
Maybe
it looks better.
Looks like I'm picking my nose. Anyway, all right, we're about to wrap this one up here.
See, there's Germans in there. It's 5 a.m. for them, and they still
that's
looking.
super early.
That's so nice.
Thomas Wall says 8 p.m. West Coast, 6 a.m. in Romania, Florin. Wow. That is super early.
Well, maybe they just got up, breakfast, cereals and stuff.
Oh, gosh.
Some live stream. Why not?
Yeah, that's really early. I guess you have work that early. I remember I only had one job ever that required me to get up there early. I was a referee for soccer, and I always had to get up super early in the morning because some of the little kids' games, like the U6 games, like 6-year-olds would play. We'd have to ref the younger kids' games first, and
you were
those
doing
were always
that?
at like 8 o'clock. Yeah, I used to
running
referee
around in a field.
Yeah. She doesn't think I like exert like she doesn't think I work out or anything like.
I doesn't think, or I doesn't see.
You don't think? Well, no. Like we were helping my parents a couple days ago. She goes, "Oh, you're actually lifting heavy stuff. Wow, you're getting your hands dirty."
I give him so much crap.
Oh,
I don't
yeah?
know, and
She
he's
does.
still with me.
Marco says, Greg, quit poking your nose. The wife just told you. Am I still doing that? Maybe it's just like I'm just gonna give up at this point.
Yeah.
I'm gonna duct tape my hands to the desk and just call it a day. All right, we're about to call this one quits. You guys are awesome. We have I saw at the peak we had like over 300 viewers watching. That's pretty good for us because like we don't make these things like super official, hardcore or anything. We don't promote them a lot, but we do them every Sunday night. And maybe I'll get you to be in more of these in the future. I think people appreciated your presence.
Yeah. So, you guys I'm gonna join.
Yeah, let's see. OGGO says, "Great job. Your channel is one of the only ones where I watch all the vids, even if I don't care much about the topic." I appreciate that.
Aww.
Look, nothing wrong with a refresher. I put some of the videos that are on the Minute Science and Crash Course playlist are, I think elementary to a lot of people, but for newbies, I guess, it's stuff that's completely, unknown to them. So that stuff helps them for sure, and I get that. Like, I'm kind of isolating a section of my audience because most of you who are building PCs probably know this stuff. But it never hurts to watch the video and get a refresher because you might learn something new. And honestly, when I'm writing these scripts and I'm doing the research for these videos, I learn stuff new all the time. That's why I say thanks for learning with us. That's where that comes from. So, yeah. Let's see. What is that?
Greg müsste Gewichte heben. You have to lift weights.
Yeah, I used to do that all the time.
Yeah.
Check my Instagram way back in the day.
Yeah, check it way back in the day. He always tells me about the
ripped.
time. He always tells me about the time. I'm being so proud of that.
I was ripped. Yeah.
I've never seen that. Not when
you
I
saw
met
the picture.
him.
I mean, that was legit.
Not when I met him.
Anyway, yeah.
And
my first
not
year of
since
college.
I'm with him.
My first year of college, I was like, all I did was work out. At the time, I wasn't an engineering major yet. I was just still in business school.
You're not an engineer. You're an engineer, but I mean, you're not in school anymore.
Doesn't matter. No,
you finished, so you
yeah.
can't.
Now we have bills to pay and all these other things that are taking priority.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. And lifting the groceries.
Oh, that's a workout in itself, right there. Anyway, I have plenty of time, to be frank, to actually go to work out. I gotta get back in the groove. You guys know how it is. Like, you go to the gym and it feels great, but then you gotta force yourself for the next couple of days, and eventually it's like you need it. Like, your body craves the workout. Like, it craves the pump. And so I'm trying to get back into that zone.
Yeah, we have to do it 1 week straight up or 2 weeks straight up, and then you're in, and then.
Yeah. So anyway.
We will do that.
Yeah, we're gonna. Yeah, you get next video.
We will vlog
it.
We will vlog the change.
Y'all gonna be.
You want us to vlog it? Yeah, we will do that.
Yeah, they don't want to see me doing that.
They want to see.
They want to see me work up sweat.
No, you should be the first YouTuber that works out with his cases and stuff.
I just start
yeah, for people that can't afford a gym, and then you take PC stuff.
You
at home.
bench press like a heavy PC case.
Yeah.
Oh, we could do like a custom loot build, like really heavy, like 80-pound build, and I could just like.
No, first you start without liquid in it.
That.
Yeah. And then you add the liquid, so it's getting heavier.
And the incentive is don't drop it or your system's toast. So.
It's motivating you to keep going.
Yeah, see, Type of Taiwan says I'm a 6-time-a-week gym goer. I need to crave it. I totally I get that. Like I know what that's like. It's just getting back. You got muscle memory and stuff. It won't be hard. It's just like I think the hardest part is getting back into the groove of things. So
I used to do it all the time. And once when I started like coming here to the States and going back and stuff, and it always took me out of the rhythm and stuff, and then it demotivates. But if you go, you go.
Yep. All right. Let's see. Here we go. We are going to end this stream. It's 10:15. You guys are awesome. Appreciate all of you for taking time out of your day or night to hear us kind of babble. Cody Salak is spamming the chat with that join Discord for more link. You guys, if you haven't joined the public Discord, I encourage you to do it. It's perfectly, it's free, 100% free, and it gives you guys access to myself and Brian from Techia City and plenty of other people who are interested in PCs, just like we assume you are.
There's so many nice people already there.
Yep.
And I join every now and then. I used to join every now and we should start it.
And we play games all the time. We used to play all the time. Yeah.
Have to visit them more.
Have big PUBG matches and stuff.
The time zone.
Yeah. So all right, you guys, we appreciate it. Again, next Sunday night we will be here. There was something I was gonna say. We ended. Oh yeah. All right. Spam your favorite emoji. That's totally how we end these. Have you seen the ends of live streams? Have you ever watched a live stream all the way through?
I did watch your live streams, but on the next day most of the time because it was 5 a.m. and I was sleeping.
Yeah. Give us your favorite emoji, and that's how we're going to end this live stream. It's always a grand finale. Just spam it. I'm going to give shout-outs to as many people as I can. I appreciate you guys watching all the way through, and this is something that I try to do after every live stream, at the end of every live stream. So give me your favorite emoji. I want to see it just blow up the chat. Blow it up before you sign off. Blow it up. I'm watching. All of you guys see there's like 220 or so. We're watching you. So spam the chat. You have my permission. And don't worry, you're not going to get blocked by an admin. They're going to do it too, okay? Let's see. I see Cool sent one of those. You're going to see it's going to blow up. Just give it a second. It's like delayed. There we go. You see what I'm saying?
Okay.
Yeah. No, yeah. It always.
Oh, the nerdy one.
There's always the awkward delay,
like
but yeah. So Quaydog2373, what's going on, my dude? I see Starfish. I see Kofasa. I see Marco. I see what's going on, Mark Lamut. What's cracking, my dude? I see October Sky. That's a cool name. Alex B. That's with 2 L's. Interesting spelling there. Key Lock. Are those whales? Is that a whale emoji?
Oh, yeah, it is.
Interesting. Philip Claimer. What's going on, Philip? How's it going? Matthias? How do you say that? I always Matthias. What's up, my dude? I see Turbo Gaming. I see Taipei Taiwan. I'm missing some of them now. I see Martin Klein. I see Ostracized Child. Another interesting name. What are some of you guys' names? Jordan Davidson. See Wes. Well, no.
Wes was blocked.
Mine was blocked. Why were you blocked? I see XEWL. I don't know how you would say that. Cool. Leslie. What's going on, Leslie? Ethan Hinkle. I see you, my dude. I see Bazinga. What's going on, Bazinga? I see Jeffrey George. Moto Cat. You guys are doped. Christian says just subbed. Appreciate that, Christian. I see Emerge. I see Mac Drew 421, Pat Adolfo. You guys are the bomb.net. You thought I was going to say .com. Totally caught you off guard there. What's going on, guys? I see Mark Lamut again. I see Cham Cho Craft. Y'all are awesome. Again, join the Discord. We're going to close this one out. This is Science Studio After Hours. You guys have been legit. And we'll see you next Sunday night, 9 p.m. CST. Farewell to all. Good night.